Hey, Mr. Chairman, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, Josh. What can I help you with today?
Well, I want to talk. About our subsidiary in Japan and our relationship with TechnoWise. But before that, wanted to ask you if you caught the game on Monday night.
The NCAA National Championship?
Yeah,
I watched that. Yeah.
Yeah, hell of a game, huh?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
You have a kid at Villanova, right?
I do.
Did they make it through the night all right?
It was stressful, but he sent me a couple videos of him and his friends celebrating afterwards. It looked great.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Hope you've heard from him since then, too.
Yeah. He didn't die on a couch fire.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I wanted to, let's get back to the task at hand. We've had great success with our sales organizations in other parts of the world, in Great Britain and Germany, certainly in the U.S. I think Japan has been a notable exception to that. So I wanted to give talk to you in advance of meeting with the board about how we should approach that. TechnoWise is, as you know, has been our distributor there, our partner. They're at about $1 million in revenue. But we also know that the price point they're charging is a little bit higher than what we normally charge at. So we actually estimate that they probably have about 3 or 4 customers with the price point they're charging at, somewhere around $200,000 to $300,000 per subscription.
Okay.
So we certainly want to do better than that.
Yeah.
As we've stated, our mutual goal is to get the Japanese market to $7 million in revenue in the next 2 years.
Okay.
My proposal is to distance ourselves from TechnoWise, to sever our contracts with them, which would come at a fee. But I think what we've learned from from Great Britain and from Germany is that a direct sales model will allow us to build our customer base faster and to educate people on our products and also to keep our margins. If the Japanese market does have a higher price tolerance for our product, then we should be getting that margin, not selling it to TechnoWise for $125K so that they can turn around and charge 2 to 3 times that.
Can you walk me through some of the costs that you see for setting up a new direct network inside Japan?
Sure.
Because that's going to be an undertaking for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So I built a financial model for it, and I think we can. There will certainly be some upfront costs, especially getting our sales force to ramp up. I think that we should have a total of 8 salespeople, as my model has predicted. 8 salespeople. I would say that we should hire 4 at the beginning, and then 4 6 months out, so we have different ramps. We're not trying to do too much at once.
Okay.
And that group of 8 salespeople would be supported by sales engineers and a marketing team. Mm-hmm. So our total onboarding and the beginning headcount would be about 8 people, and we would double that within the first 6 months. Mm-hmm. It'd be an aggressive growth cycle, and there would be some costs associated with it. I predicted that our sales organization would break even in the 5th quarter, okay. And we would stop being profitable entirely after that.
Are you afraid that TechnoWise, when we sever our agreement with them, they might take some of our customers with them?
That's a good question. But because of the nature of our product and it's so sticky, it's really hard for our customers to change from our solution to another one. So being able to approach our customers directly, I think will allow them to very easily stick with us. Yeah. It would be a huge switching cost for them to switch over, and I think they're going to have more loyalty to our product than they're going to have to a distributor.
Okay. Do you really think that we can also take the hit of getting no revenue in the first year as we kind of sever our agreement and then set up our own direct sales? Do you think that's really worth it for this long-run cost? Do you see the Japanese market as being really critical to our success in the long term?
Yeah, so the Japanese market is a huge one for our product, and I think our success there is very critical. I know it's a lot to ask for an investment up front and to suffer losses for a little over a year, but in terms of the long-term success of Abido and for our long-term relationships in that market, I really feel like this is the right direction and it's worth investing in.
Okay, this is a really interesting idea that you pitched, Josh. So is there a big next step for me to take? Do you want me to just sit on this for a little bit and then mull it over to the board, or?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would like the opportunity to present at the next board meeting. In the meantime, if you or if there's somebody on the board who would be the appropriate person to look over the financial model with, then I could send that over. Just have another pair of eyes on it, so we're not going in cold, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then we can take it from there and find a good spot for it during a board meeting.
Okay, we can take a look at that.
Great. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.